And good evening, welcome to the movie trio. I am Daniel.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh.
And we're reviewing Sin City 2, A Dame to Kill. Huh?
4?
What is it?
A Dame to Kill 4?
Oh, A Dame to Kill 4. Sorry, I don't know, I thought it was A Dame to Kill.
Kill that bitch.
Directed by Frank Miller and Robert Rodriguez, written by Frank Miller. Starring Mickey Rourke, Jessica Alba, Josh Brolin, Joseph Gordon Levitt, Rosario Dawson, Bruce Willis, Eva Green, Powers Booth, Ray Liotta, Christopher Maloney. There's just a lot of people in this film.
Who is Powers Booth?
He's the senator.
Oh, I was confusing him and Stacy Keach.
No, Stacy Keach was the guy with the glasses. Yeah,
the big bowl.
yeah.
Okay.
All right, and so obviously it's a sequel to the original film Sin City, and
Fucking heavy.
yeah. Oh, it says here, according to the... Well, never mind. All right, I'll just say it. So, what did you guys think of the film?
I don't know what I thought of the film yet. I think I have to see it again.
John?
It was okay.
I didn't think it was bad, but I think that... I like that it was obviously different from the first film, but it makes it a little confusing, because now just looking at the trivia, it says three of the film's 4 segments, Just Another Saturday Night, A Dame to Kill For, and The Long Bad Night, are prequels to the first film. So that means, like, one of the stories is not a prequel.
Happened before?
Yeah, it's very confusing.
Okay.
Because Josh Brolin's character is supposed to be Dwight, who is played... Dwight, who is played by Clive Owen in the original film. So it's kind of like, you know what I mean? It confused. Huh?
I said I was right. It looked like Clive Owen.
Yeah, and I was reading the trivia too, and Clive Owen was supposed to reprise his role, but he had scheduling conflict. There's obviously no... Huh?
It's like he's making a TV show.
He is? What show?
Is it The Nick? Yeah, it's on Cinemax or whatever. But, I don't know, like I said, I thought the movie wasn't... The Josh Brolin portion, which is A Dame to Kill For, was good, but the issue that I had was the wraparounds, which was, like, Jessica Alba's and Joseph Gordon Levitt's. Because the thing is, Dwight's story, like, you're really in it for the most part, and then Marv's story also.
So like you said, there's supposed to be prequels, so the only one that wasn't a prequel was the one with Jessica Alba?
I guess so, but the thing is, like I said, it makes it confusing, because if you don't follow it or know what story is which...
That doesn't make any sense either, because then that's an error in the part where she's watching him play cards.
But no, that's Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Yeah, I know, but they said that those other stories are supposed to be prequels.
I don't know. Like I said, it's kind of confusing, because, like I said, I don't know. If you don't follow the comic or the graphic novel, or, you know what I mean? It's like you're not going to know what happens if you saw the first one. If you didn't watch it, the first one, and you just saw the sequel, you're not going to care anyways. You know what I mean? Because it won't matter. You won't know those characters. But, I don't know. Like I said, it wasn't a bad movie. Like I said, Josh Brolin's portion was really good. The only thing was the wraparound. It just didn't seem to flow very well, in my opinion. But, what do you guys think of the acting?
I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
The acting was okay. I don't know. I thought Joseph Gordon-Levitt did a good job. The guy that plays the senator did a good job. Jessica Alba, not really.
I agree. I agree with you. I forgot about her.
Bruce Willis did okay with what he had. His wasn't really very powerful or anything. Mickey Rourke, he was... I don't know. I feel like he didn't bring it.
Really? Why?
I don't know, because the way his character was in the first one, he was more lively and darker. This one, it was just like, I'm here.
Well, I think that, what is it? I don't think he was given a lot to do. Like, you know what I mean? He's in the film, but he's not really, like, I don't know. As far as his character goes, you know what I mean?
In the film?
Yeah, I didn't feel like he was there, you know? The only thing I was disappointed about, well, I was going to say, the acting was good. Jessica Alba's, hers was, like, I wasn't blown away by it, you know what I mean? But, like I said, Josh Brolin's and Powers Booth was really good. Because even then there's a scene when Powers Booth comes out of a window, and it actually kind of jumps at you, you know, like a horror film kind of thing, which I thought was good.
I enjoyed Christopher Maloney. His acting was amazing.
Oh, Christopher Lloyd.
Oh, yeah, Christopher Lloyd was
I
good.
agree. That was an odd way to see him.
So it's your kids, Monty. It's your kids.
Uh-huh. Yeah, I was gonna say, even though he was in the film very briefly, like he did a good, did some good acting there.
Yep.
But what was it? Lost my train of thought.
No.
But yeah, I don't know. Like I said, there wasn't like bad parts. It was just, I think it was the editing. Like I said, I just don't think it flowed very well. And then even then, I think they should have chose stories that. I don't know. I don't even think it was the stories, because really, like, even in the first film, the acting really carried it a long way. And Christopher Maloney was good, but I felt like they really needed to give him a more, I don't know, a role with a little bit more substance. Because, like, him and Jeremy Piven, like, it was kind of like, oh, they're in the movie, and then it's like, oh, okay. You know what I mean? It's not like anything, you know.
I think what they should have done was they should have switched around Jessica Alba and what's his name? Joseph Gordon Levitt's story, to where Joseph Gordon Levitt was at the end, but then it wouldn't really flow, because it'd be like, oh, because of what Jessica Alba did.
Yeah, that's true. But
I think it would have been a stronger ending if it ended with Joseph Gordon Levitt.
yeah, I think so too. Because like hers was alright, you know what I mean? But I guess maybe it was just like her acting in general. Maybe it just didn't make us want to really see her very much on the screen.
So I think Lady Gaga did a better acting than she did.
Yeah, no, she was very brief, and even though it was a very cliche character, it wasn't bad. It wasn't like, oh, this is awfully. But yeah, I don't know. What do you guys think about, like, as far as like technical stuff, as like far as like the writing and directing? I don't know. It kind of falls into the story also. You've already kind of described that part. All right, whatever. I don't know. It's just going based off of the little formation there. But I don't know. I guess like after watching the film, I was kind of in the same boat of like, I don't know if I liked it or not. I liked it to a certain extent, but it's obviously not surpassing the whole thing with the whole thing as far as like Sin City, the first part, you know. I don't know. And then, I was going to say, I was disappointed that Josh Hartnett's character wasn't in the sequel, because I felt like they should have kept his, you know. I was going to say, I wish his character was in the sequel, because I liked his character from the first one. And he didn't get a lot of screen time in the first film. Really felt like they should have done something there.
I just don't understand why they didn't bring Michael Clark Duncan back.
That's evil.
Dang, that's fucked up.
But yeah, I don't know. Was there any other disappointments or things you wish you could have seen in the film?
I don't know. I can't really. I kind of wish I would have seen Mickey Rourke kick more ass, but
He did quite a bit. Like.
I don't know. I don't really feel like he was. I don't know. I guess after thinking about it, I do kind of agree with Josh. He wasn't as. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry, I kicked her in the face.
Kicking people in the face for.
I don't know. I guess his character was edgier last time, and he was like, "Arr," and this time he wasn't so much. Hey.
Yeah, pretty much. Like I'd agree with that, because he was. I don't know. Mickey Rourke is a really good dramatic actor, and nothing was very dramatic in this film. This one is more like, oh man, let's watch him go around like beat people up.
I don't know. The funny part is that Mickey Rourke, if you look at his stature, it changed. Like, the first one he looked muscular, this one he looked fat. He didn't really look muscular.
Yeah, he didn't look as big as he was before, but then again, like...
I don't remember his character before.
His character, he was very, like, big. And...
He still, I don't know, he still seemed big. I mean, I guess to an extent I agree, because his tummy was kind of popping out, but, I mean, I don't know, I didn't really think anything else.
Well, I was trying to think of maybe if he was training for The Wrestler already, but I don't think he was because The Wrestler didn't come out for like another 3 years at that time. So, if anything, he was just probably just he was probably just in better shape at that time. You know, maybe like they told him like, oh, we cast you as this character, you know, and then he was just like, oh, I gotta work out. And so, what was I gonna say? I mentioned the
thing is, with the first one, it was a lot darker, and this one wasn't.
Oh, I was gonna say, do you guys think Robert Rodriguez is losing, like, I guess, I don't know if it's like an edge or like his creative, like.
You think he's losing his touch?
I think so in a way, because if you notice, like his past films are just not as.
What was his past film aside from this one?
Because what is it? What?
Machete 2?
Do Machete 2? I think he might have just wrote the film. I can't remember. Let me just look at his previous work real quick. Because, I don't know, like I said, I just feel like he's directed like 45 things, you know what I mean, as a director. Because, like, now he's doing TV for his network. He's doing, like, The Matador, The Director's Chair. He did Sin City 2. He did From Dusk Till Dawn, the series. Machete Kills. I guess he was director of Machete Kills. Which, like, I don't know, that movie was alright, but it was, like, amazing. He did a lot of shorts. He did Spy Kids, like 4, in 2011, and then he had done Machete. He did the movie called Shorts, Planet Terror, well, that was part of Grindhouse. The Adventures of Shark Boy and Lava Girl, Sin City. And before that, it was Once Upon a Time in Mexico in 2003, Spy Kids. In Spy Kids, like, Spy Kids 3, and then 2, and then the first one. And then 98 was The Faculty, 96 From Dusk Till Dawn, Desperado, 4 Rooms. Yeah.
Right, you're going too far back.
Yeah, I know, but like I said, it's just like, I don't know, if you look at that whole thing, Spy Kids has really been like his moneymaker, you know what I mean? Because those movies made a lot of money. But as far as like more like adult films, you know what I mean? Like, not so much. It was like Grindhouse and then Machete. You know what I mean? I don't know, like you said, do you guys agree with that or not?
I think his peak kind of started, or I guess it started to decline after the Grindhouse movie. I think that was kind of, because everything else that he's made since then hasn't been very appealing.
So it sounds to me like he needs to make another Spy Kids to get all the silliness out of his system.
Pretty much. And he can bring that girl back that was in Spy Kids, since she's all grown up now.
She was in Machete.
Yeah, I know. She was in the movie that we saw. She was in Sin City too. You don't remember? She was there like half naked, dancing around. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
I don't even remember.
She can reprise her role.
I think the thing is, though, it's just like I said, it's like you look at like Kevin Smith, like you saw his trailer, and the guy said he was going to retire after making like Clerks 3 or Clerks 2, and then it's like he made Red State, and then that kind of started building, you know, and now he's making that Tusk movie, which could be a success or a flop, you know what I mean? But I don't know, it's like I don't know, it's just like with Robert Rodriguez.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know, like I said, I guess
Hello?
wasn't.
Hello?
I don't know. I think when you. What? No, I was thinking about it. I was like, when you start watching, like, as far as like a director or an actor's like older films, because their latest ones aren't as sharp or as good as the. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not to say that, like, oh man, like, you know, every movie is guaranteed to be a winner. You know what I mean? But I don't know. It's like once you start doing that, that means they've kind of, you know, they're either not picking the right scripts or they're just kind of phoning it in after a while. It's like Bruce Willis, like you think about his last films. A lot of them were like direct-to-DVD movies and stuff. Would you agree? Why are you shrugging? You can't shrug on a thing, on an audio. Would you agree, Sherry?
About Bruce Willis?
Really?
I'm just kidding. What is it you're asking?
Well, I was saying because...
Do you think Bruce Willis is declining alongside Robert Rodriguez? Is what you're saying?
Well, because you look at well, I was saying that, you know, you see, like, when you start watching people's, like earlier works, because they're so much better than, like, I guess, their latest projects, like it's kind of a bad thing because it seems like they started out really strong and then it started kind of slowly coming down the hill.
I don't want to say that it was bad because he wasn't really in the film enough to make a difference.
Well, no, I was saying like as far as like Robert Rodriguez Embers was, because if you look at their careers lately, they've just been kind of starring and stuff, and you know what I mean. Nothing's like really like, oh man, this is.
Maybe they're just doing what they want to do. They're just doing what they like, not necessarily like doing things that are going to matter to everybody else.
Yeah, but that was it. Like Martin Scorsese says, he does films that he likes, but. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe they have bad taste in movie choices. You don't know.
It's like, I don't know. Like I said to me, or like Quentin Tarantino, he's doing what he wants. And obviously.
Again, maybe they just have bad taste. If they don't, then yes, they are declining. However, if they're just choosing, I mean, you can't blame them for not having good choices.
So you only live once.
So what's that supposed to mean? No, but like, you know what I mean? Like Quentin Tarantino, you don't see him like declining. That dude's just always like, I'm sure there's a lot of pressure on him.
Well, the thing is though, you're forgetting that Quentin Tarantino, it takes him like 5 years to make a movie.
Not entirely true, but I don't know. I guess, but in a way, it's like people would say like, "Oh, Death Proof was awful," but at the same, I don't know. Like, is it better to just keep producing something and churning it out versus like, you know what I mean? Kind of putting that whole effort into it,
Well, I don't know. I still think that it's just them making poor choices, not necessarily that they're declining, unless they are, and they're just, then what are you gonna do?
Because like with Expendables 3, it's like after watching that film, it's like Sylvester Stallone, like he started out, obviously he had fallen, he wasn't really in the highlight anymore, and then he made Rambo 4. And then he made Rocky Balboa, which everybody's like, oh, those are really good movies, It's like he's starting to come back, And then he made Expendables, and everybody's like, oh, man, that guy's back. He's like that action star again, you know what I mean? And then they made Expendables 2, which was also a success. And then Bullet to the Head came out, which was okay. It wasn't great. And then Expendables 3...
How dare you? How dare you? I started drinking Bullet whiskey because of that.
And then, Expendables 3 wasn't as sharp. They like kept using the same formula, and they added more actors, which killed screen time for them. So it's kind of like, in a way, it's like, man, like, I don't know. I understand you gotta make money to pay the bills, but at the same time, too, it's like, at a certain point in time, too, you don't want to fall out again, because then people are going to want to watch your stuff, because you're just kind of, But, all right. So, any other thoughts as far as like Sin City 2? I really feel like they should have gave Christopher Maloney a better part.
I agree. They should have given Christopher Lloyd more screen time too.
His was good. It was short but sharp.
If they could have given him more short parts, I think that would have made a difference because a lot of people got hurt in that movie. I don't know.
Well, I don't know. Like Christopher Maloney, though, it's like Josh had mentioned, like his character was kind of useless, other than to display what the Eva Green character does, But it's kind of like you figured he would have had more of disruption for Josh Brolin, because you figured like he would have really intruded on Josh Brolin. He wasn't really he didn't really have an impact on what?
He wasn't an obstacle.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
It's like after he went to Old Town, you know what I mean?
Nobody fucks around in Old Town.
You know why do they call it Old Town? They should just call it Whore Town.
How dare you? Those horrors have been there since the Old Town was there.
Or like Brothel Town, or it's just kind of funny to say
Horville.
that. Huh?
Horville.
I know, I'd be like, yeah, where you going, Horville? But anyways, all right. So,
Nothing.
I was gonna say, if they make a Sin City 3, would you watch it?
Well, you have to. You can't just stop now. It's still not a bad movie to watch. It's entertaining. It gets its. I mean, it does its. It holds its purpose. It's not like
I think during the Christopher Maloney scenes, every time they cut during his parts, they should have done the Law and Order sound. Dun, dun.
Yeah, that's true. They should have. But all right, what do you guys?
Hilarious.
I was gonna say, I don't know. I agree. You would just watch it just to see it because you've watched the first two films. But, huh?
They make the third one. They have to have Josh Hartnett in it.
I think so too, because really, it's like, I don't know.
Bring him back.
Oh, it's like, because at the box office so far, like they were saying, like it has.
Wasn't Eva Mendes in the film also?
No.
Was it Rosario Dawson?
Yeah.
Really? It's funny. Okay.
Eva Mendes was in, what is it? The soap? I don't know. I don't know what it's called. I don't know what it's called. I want to say Soul something, but no, that's not right.
Soul something? Okay, alright. But, would you recommend the Sin City 2 to anybody, or?
The only one that I would probably recommend this film to are like the people that are into comic books and stuff, obviously because it's based on the graphic novel. So, I mean, those would be the only people. I don't think anybody else would really get into it so much.
Huh?
Would you recommend this film to anybody?
Maybe. I don't know. I don't know, maybe. No, probably not.
I
don't know. Well, I was going to say that if you saw the first one, you're going to want to watch the sequel, but if you haven't seen... See, that's the bad part, is like, if you haven't seen the first one, you should watch the first one, because the first one's really good. But the sequel, not so much.
Don't expect the same thing from the sequel. It's very much a different film.
It was the Spirit.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yeah, we never saw that. I never saw that. I don't know if you did.
Oh, actually, you didn't miss anything.
Oh. Did you watch it?
No, I guess now that it was directed by Frank Miller, and then Samuel L. Jackson was in it.
I don't remember it at all.
It wasn't a successful film. It was like pretty bad. It got bad reviews and everything.
Happens.
And not to say Frank Miller's like a terrible... I don't know, the guy's a good writer, but it's like, obviously it's not going to translate for everybody to directing.
Yeah. You see, it does say that Frank Miller directed Sin City 2.
I think he had like a co-director, like, because also...
It says it was directed by both him and Robert Rodriguez.
Yeah, but, you know what I mean? I don't know. It's not to say like, oh man. But anyways... yeah, obviously people who saw the first one are going to watch the sequel, and people who haven't seen either one, not really missing anything as far as the sequel goes. So it's kind of like a catch-22 kind of thing. So, all right, well, so for the review of Sin City 2 and the Movie Trio. Oh, as I said, you can like and subscribe to us on iTunes and on the Movie Trio podcast. Like I said, like, comment, rate. We're also on YouTube now under the Film Trio channel, which is kind of ridiculous. I should fix that. But anyway, so yeah. And also at gmail.com under, was it? At the Movie Trio at gmail.com, at the Movie Trio on Twitter. So like I said, all that info is in each episode box, so yeah, look back at that if you need to. So anyways, so yeah, for the Movie Trio, I am Daniel.
I'm Sherry.
I'm Josh.
What?
So, no, I kind of want to do that. I kind of don't want to give that part away.
I was just saying, was there even any catchy lines in the movie?
Yeah. That last part with Joseph Gordon Levitt where he tells him how he beat him and everything.
That was alright, I guess.
That was good.
I was thinking of it.
The only thing I can think of was Rosario Dawson's part when she's tugging to that guy. Why would you leave a girl like me alone with a guy like you with all these dirty thoughts?
Alright, good night, everybody.